Hi, my name is David Hamilton. I'm the president of your student body right now. I really want to encourage you guys to all go out and vote on Wednesday, March 8th in the glass foyer. Come vote. Get ready to get everyone elected, and at SGA, you're a student, you have a voice. I'll see you there.
And because it was really important. We may have our opinions and we may have what we feel on this particular issue, but what matters most as a class executive board representing our class in SGA is that our class gets the representation that it needs. And by electing me your vice president, I will do everything I can to fight for the needs of my class and the needs of the student body as a whole, and I will be your voice. Thank you, and I hope that I will have your vote next time. This year coming up, we have a kind of a fall junior class get together where we're going to have Kona Ice, tacos, and bag. I think that if that goes well, I would love to repeat that again next year. And I think that given my experience, not only in creating events myself as a community assistant, I can work with other groups on campus to do my heavy involvement to get other people on board as well to make these events as successful as possible.
Are you running for any other exec board positions for a clubs or a wrestling SGA?
Yes, I am. I am planning on running for multiple. I'm going to be honest. I'm currently the treasurer of Finance Club. That probably will continue for next year. I am also planning on running for secretary of Gamers Club. And possibly treasurer of Education Club. I know this sounds like a lot, but I have experienced a far heavier load in terms of extracurricular activities this year, in addition to being a CA, and I know that I have the time management skills and the prioritization to handle all of my responsibilities effectively, and if not, I will do everything I can to trim back and not without letting my class down and continuing, and to allow me to continue in this position.
Take one more question.
You had said that although this is the best year for the class of 2018, that you hope to build on that. How do you plan on doing that?
Kind of like Maggie said, I want to help really build the community as a class because I feel like we are lacking in community. I feel like sometimes both, as I said, our class, a lot of people do not feel that we are representing them as effectively as we could. And I would love to do more class-focused events that are put on by the class and for the class, but also for the whole campus. Because Franklin Pierce is a community, and the class of 2018 has been lacking in that community. And so I really want to work with Maggie and the rest of the exec board to put on these events that can help build that community.
All right. Thank you.
Thank you.
Next up, we're going to say word. Thank you.
Hello everyone, my name is I'm running for the vice president position for the class of 2018. I study psychology and Spanish. I work as a community assistant. I'm a captain on the Reagan cheerleading team, and I currently serve as the SGA rep for the Spanish club. When I became a CA my freshman year, my first residents were my classmates in the class of 2018, and I created many relationships with my class, and through the years, I've only strengthened those bonds. I have experience planning and implementing events, especially those with my residents that they've suggested. I have connections to many departments on campus. I like supporting people I work with and interacting with those that I serve. I got involved with SGA last semester, and I see the hard work that my class officers have put in, and I look forward to continuing the work that they've started. I want to help plan fun and worthwhile events. I want to listen to the ideas of my class. I want to let my peers feel heard by the SGA. I value the thoughts and opinions of others, and I'm ready to serve as the class vice president. Thank you.
Questions?
What event do you want to
something that people enjoy, one ice, one bag, and really getting people out and speaking with each other.
What previous experience do you have on executive board of SGA?
Well, although I don't think this counts, I do serve as the SGA rep at the Spanish Club, and I was responsible for helping create the club.
What other positions do you hold on campus?
I work as a senior community assistant in the first year area, which is kind of like a team captain role. I've served as the captain of the Ravens cheerleading team since my sophomore year, and in my senior year I'll also be serving as a captain. And I'm the SGA rep, so that's myself.
Do you feel like being involved in all these things will make you better represent your class?
Yes, I think that through my various roles I created a lot of connections with different people, and I look forward to talking with more people and really connecting with them, and making the exec board really feel like be seen by our classmates. I think like sometimes people are like, oh, I don't know who my exec board members are. I really want to make sure that people know who we are and feel heard and valued by us.
Do you plan on running for any other executive boards next year?
Not currently.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
Moving forward to Class 2018 Secretary, Courtney.
Hi guys. So my name is Courtney O'Keefe, and I am currently the Raven Thunder representative for SGA. I'm a psych major and a double minor in forensic psych and social work and counseling. I am also on J board. I work down in the club, and I'm the vice president of Sci-Fi. I've had experience in the secretary position before. I was the fine arts secretary last year, and also served as the treasurer for a little bit. I've had experience in planning events before also, both the fine arts and the legislature. I'd like to think that I have good communication skills, working with groups. Definitely with J-Board, I want to be down in the club. I have a lot of experience working with the teams and figuring out how to work with a bunch of different personalities and get them to work together for a common goal. I just really want us to have a great senior year, plan a lot of fun events, and kind of go out with a bang.
Questions?
What other executive board positions are you going to get next year?
Next year, I'm not running for any executive board positions besides this, but I am going to be one of the student managers in the club downstairs, and I am in the running for co-chair of J.
Any other questions? Okay, thank you. Okay, moving on to 2019 President Ryan Moran.
Hi guys, I'm Ryan. I'm currently running for the class president of 2019, and I'm currently involved in peer reading. I'm the president of Dramatic Effect. I have 4 jobs on campus. I'm the shuttle driver, the safe rides driver, I am an overnight host, and I do the reference desk in the library. I've also held other positions on the student government board before. I was a senator coming in last fall, and then when they needed a vice president, I moved up into vice president, and then in a time of need, I ended up moving up to the president spot, and we have worked really diligently to get our event in for the semester. I think I have great leadership skills, as by the peer meetings, the president spot, and I'm also a volunteer for the Inquiry Scholars Program in Ringe Memorial. Sorry, HS. I also think I do a really great job in creating a community. Our board works really hard in getting the whole community in together for events such as the dodgeball event last semester. Even though it didn't go perfectly, we pulled in a bunch of people last minute, and the event was great. And then this semester we had this great idea of the Well, I had all those jobs and those responsibilities this semester, and I think I've done a really great job so far. I also am great at time managing. I create a list every single day, and I make sure I check off everything on that list. Hope that answered your question. Any other questions? Yeah, Fred.
Do you plan on bringing your bubbly attitude towards the position as well?
Absolutely. I don't think I ever turned off my bubbly attitude. Any other questions?
Thank you, Ben.
Thanks, guys.
All right, next up. Class 2019, Vice President Lou Tracy. All right, so hi everyone, I'm Lou Tracy. I'm a sophomore communications major and a environmental studies major as well. I'm running for Vice President. This past year, I came as a senator and some things went on, so I ended up moving up to the open spot of Vice President, and it's been great ever since. Working with my class has been awesome. We've run some cool events and stuff like that. Peer leader on campus, student photographer, Pierce Arrow photo editor, so I have to like pictures put them all together for paper, and I'm also on the lacrosse team. So something that I like to bring to like the table for our like SGA is that I like to be serious, get things done, but also have fun. So I mean, was it good? Okay, right, never mind. So I think it's good to have like a serious mood when we're in like doing our thing, and that also like have fun and like laugh and be able to make memories of the whole class. So that's what I like to bring to the table. And yeah, I'm also Hunter's roommate, if you guys are wondering. Yeah. And shout out Will for being the best today. Okay. Good questions. Yes, ma'am.
Since you're on the lacrosse team, I assume you have great team skills. How can you bring those to our class?
I think that since high school, I started doing student government freshman year in high school. I moved my way up in that, and then I was cross captain for junior and senior year. So I think that I have like leadership abilities and like the personal abilities to get things done and have fun, like I said.
Since you do a variety of stuff on campus, do you think it helps you better connect with more of the student population instead of each one specific group?
Yes, I think that SGA has a large amount of people who are not athletes. So I think it's good that I can see the athlete and non-athlete side of the school and bring like opportunities to everyone that I can. So.
Why do you think you can better represent your class?
Better represent the class. I think that I feel like I'd like to talk to people. I'm a communications major because I like to talk to people and like to write. So I figured, I can talk to anyone can come to me and like not that intimidating. I'm pretty short and stuff. So I feel like I can really just talk to anyone about anything they need and kind of go forward with that.
Do you have any event ideas yet for your class?
So this past semester we started with the animal cap. So yeah, we brought that first campus. Something I don't focus on if I was re-elected is that in the fall, I don't think we really went after events that we can do outside and really take advantage of the environment. Like, it's a beautiful campus. We did some things outside, whether it's like a movie night. We have Cheshire Field, which is awesome. So I think that doing an outside event in the fall would be great. Something I want to focus on for sure.
We'll take one more question. Is it true you just did push-ups to make your shirt look better?
I did like 25, so I don't know. Alright, cool.
Next up, class 2019 treasurer, Lauren.
Hi, I'm Caitlin. I'm an accounting major and I'm running for the treasurer position for the class of 2019. Currently, I'm involved in Sisters, Rowing, and SGA. I've been in SGA since the very beginning of my freshman year. I was a write-in senator, and since then I've held 2 positions. I was a write-in senator for 1 term, and I've been secretary. This is my 3rd term as secretary now. I think that for a treasurer, with accounting, I do a lot of things with numbers, and I do a lot of things with budgeting. I've gone over the budgets with our current treasurer multiple times and our president. We always go over them, so I'm pretty familiar with what's going on that, and we talk a little bit about to go over it. So I think I'm decently knowledgeable of the position. I have pretty good time management skills, and I'm pretty much always on time, and I'm pretty good at making all of our meetings. Yeah, it would be an honor to continue serving the class.
Questions?
Do you plan on running, for any executive positions and once you're involved in?
No.
How do you think you can better improve appropriations committee?
I'm sorry?
How do you think you can better improve appropriations committee?
I think that because I haven't been a treasurer before yet, honestly, I think that maybe I could bring fresher ideas and thoughts to the table that maybe might not have been thought of before.
Any other questions? Are you willing to speak out against the budget that you feel shouldn't pass?
Yes. Yes, I
Could
know.
you extrapolate a little bit?
I mean, so during our normal SGA student body meetings, I'm pretty honest with my voting. I always vote, it doesn't matter how my class votes or how the rest of the room votes, I vote the way I see fit, and I always have a reason for the way that I vote. So I'm not afraid to say, like, to agree with everyone else if I do, or to not agree with everyone else.
All right, next up, let's do an action transfer center board. Work that podium.
Hi everyone, if you don't know me, my name's on the board. I'm running to be the 2019 class treasurer. The reason why I'm running for this position is because my freshman year I came in, being a senator, and this year being a senator as well. This year, technically this year I should say, coming in as my junior year, I wanted to challenge myself and experience another position. So I thought a treasurer position would be a good fit for me. I know there's a lot of responsibility on the table and a lot of work that has to be done, and I will do my best to try to fulfill those duties for my class. It's going to be a hard position to take over because Holly did such an amazing job for our class, so it's going to be pretty big shoes to fill, so I'm ready to take on that position. I'm also involved so much, so being on a class board, you need a voice up there. I'm involved in sports, involved in a lot of extracurriculars, so I am that voice, that I want to get out there and hear, my class and things like that. Definitely that's also something I want to work on as well, is getting our class even more involved, even showing up to class meetings and things like that. So yeah, hopefully I can do the best of my abilities to fulfill this job.
You said that you believe that you'd be best fit for the treasurer position after being senator for 2 years. What makes you feel as though treasurer would be the best position for you?
So throughout middle school and high school, I've been in the student council. Come my high school year, I actually, coming as a freshman, I actually ended up taking on a treasurer job my freshman year. And then come my senior year, I moved up and go from there to vice president. So, I've had experience, and then I've also had, experience in some clubs as well. I'm also secretary for Best Buddies. So, I've, been around, the whole, treasurer system, involving SGA. So, I've been around the do's and the don'ts. So, I definitely, have the knowledge of, what to do and, what not to do.
How are you going to improve the appropriations committee?
Basically, I am my own voice, so I will be honest and, give my own opinion. Definitely, all the stuff that goes on in there. Just giving, basically my own opinion and honestly.
Are you going to be running for any other executive positions?
Yes, definitely for Best Buddies. Since I've been the secretary, I probably will run again for either that position.
Take one more question. Okay.
Thanks, guys.
Thank
Scholars. I work in the library and I'm a part of SGA. I became a secretary in the fall, and I really enjoyed myself with all my other SGAers in my class. And I'm decided to run for secretary because I kind of want to take on more responsibility, and I want to kind of expand my horizons, and I want to change up a bit. I love change, and I'm a very organized person. I was secretary in high school for my class, and I really enjoyed it. And I feel like I'd be best for this position because I'm really good at time management, very organized, and I get along well with others.
Questions?
What other executive board positions are you planning on running for next year?
No, really. No, the executive board I'm running for. I'm going to take a more active role in for scholars. So that's about it. Yes?
Are you involved in any other clubs?
No, not currently. I did health science club my freshman year, but I just do Inquiry Scholars at SGA.
As secretary, you have the glorious power of email. So how would you reach out to your constituents and better represent them?
So I'm very good with computers. I'm very good with communication too. And I just mentioned to Ryan tonight, I was like, we should start a Facebook page for our class because I mean, kids check their emails, obviously, but I don't think they use it as much as Facebook. So we talked about using the Facebook page to get more information out there. And I'm just very good at kind of keeping communication with all my peers, and I feel like I can do it with that.
Not the right things.
Right.
Right. Ask me. Okay.
Do you think we're bring both the serious and fun side to your work?
I
I think that it's really important for every class to have both the serious aspect, as Luke was saying, and the fun aspect. Do you think that you can bring both?
Yeah, I mean, I like to use my time wisely. I'm very practical, so I'm kind of like I don't like to sit and like do nothing at meetings. So I like to get it done, but I also like to make it fun because nothing's worse than sitting in a boring meeting. So definitely keep the humor in the meeting, but to get things accomplished is what I do.
Thank you. So now goes to President Cameron Head.
I apologize for my Great Gatsby kind of look. I'm not as dapper as the rest of you. So. Thanks, Ian. Hello, my name is Cameron Day, and I'm running for the position of the president of the class of 2020. The reason I deserve this spot is because I'm extremely active in this school's community. My vision is this: to make our class, the class of 2020, the most interactive and community-orientated class the school has ever seen. I plan to have events every month with a different club, reaching out to every inch of campus possible. And my connections with numerous clubs and organizations, as well as my background in community service, will make this possible. To my opponent, I ask these, not as accusations, but as questions. What clubs are you part of? Here on campus, I am part of Gamers, Environmental Club, Film Club, Dramatic Effect, History Club, Fencing Group, and SGA. What have you done to contribute to life on campus? I was part of the Warehouse Theater's production Metamorphosis, worked with the library circulation desk. I am trained to be a peer tutor at the Winsburg Writing Center, and trained to work at 105.3 The Talent, our local radio station. What community service projects have you been a part of? Here I took part in the program Telephone Tales, where we would call local kids and read bedtime stories to them. At home, I racked up a total of 477 community service hours over the course of my high school years. I served as the junior director of my library's board of trustees. I was part of Orford's long-range planning committee, which helped plan the future of my town for the next 20 years. And this summer, I will be becoming a full Freemason, furthering my want to commit to public service. Yes, you represent our class. Yes, you reach out to students. But do you reach out to diverse populations of our campus? Do you work with clubs of student populations that you wouldn't ordinarily interact with? Do you have the background of public work and service that allows you to connect with a mass populace from all walks of life? This is what I present to you, the students of Franklin Pierce and the class of 2020. My vision, my strengths, my drive, and my commitment to projects and programs is what I set myself upon to present myself to you. So vote today for day for a better tomorrow. Thank you. Yes, there are times where my friends and my girlfriend will often give me a look and say you're doing too much. I like being involved, and I mean, my freshman year I made it this far, so I think I'm doing something right. I haven't dropped out or failed anything, so.
Yeah. I would agree you have done a killer job so far. President isn't just an easy position. You know, it takes a lot of work, it takes hours. As president of the class of 2019, you don't only talk to your class board once a week, you have to talk to Scott, you have to talk to each individual other member on your board. And I just think that that's something you might have to consider.
Absolutely.
You have a lot of hopes and aspirations for the upcoming year. You mentioned each month you want to do a new event. That's a very tall order for your class. What are some events you have in mind? Because someone such as myself, personally,
one idea that I've been processing, it probably wouldn't be until next year if I got in, would be something called Cards, Comics, and Coffee, which would be on Free Comic Book Day. We would set up in the class foyer, hand out comics, trading cards, and get you guys coffee, and just sort of give you an idea of what the freshman class would be, or at that point, sophomore class would be planning for the next year. That's just an idea.
And how else do you, what new initiatives are you going to take to further involve the math topics or class?
Definitely try to get a lot more outreach to students, emails, go so far, going to the stores, get you so far. Definitely trying to have a lot more open meetings, sort of trying to approach kids just as they're sitting there at lunch or breakfast. I mean, I don't think I'm very scary. I sometimes have been called a panda bear, so I can just go up and say, hello, you person, let's have a conversation about what you want to see for our class. So.
Thank you very much.
No one else?
Hi guys, I don't really know how I'm going to follow that one up. That was a nice job. That was really good. So my name is Jessica Pell. I don't know if all of you know me, but hi, nice to meet you. I'm currently your class president for 2020, and I am really running to be your class president. For the things that I am involved in, I do volunteer work. I'm in the Junior Inquiry Scholars right now. We go every Wednesday and work with the kids, and that's a lot of fun. I also do Good Shepherd on Fridays, and that's, sorry, I'm a little nervous after that, can't lie. That was, whew. Okay. It's alright. Other things I'm involved in. I did the Breakfast Club event. We've done tabling outside, the whole donut event that our class put on. That was originally Joe's idea, but we took it to the next level, and we soared with it, and it was wonderful. We got so much feedback from our class, and that was great to see. We're working on the first year lounge, and we have a lot of connections that we're trying to make with that. And with our tabling with the donuts, we actually got a lot of feedback on what we could do with the first year lounge, such as repainting it. We could add new furniture and perhaps put like a projector in to then connect DVDs to, or anything you wanted to go down there for. So yeah, that's about all I want to say for right now.
Okay.
Yeah. Questions? Comments?
Jack.
Are you going to be taking on any other leadership roles next semester?
Well, I'm applied to be a CA next year, My biggest accomplishment, right now I'm working on an event with the president of the college, so I'm going to go with that as going to be my biggest accomplishment so far. And I can't really say what that's about because it's kind of like hush hush, but I'll give you like I'm working with her about that, and it'll be pretty cool. You said weakness or
biggest mistake.
biggest mistake. I often, whenever we have our like class meetings, I would say I could be a little bit more stricter with everything, but I mean, I kind of delegate and we all talk together. I don't like say this is like, I'm the president, like you all have to listen to me. We all have like a class discussion about it and I'm very like democracy about it, so I would say.
Take one more question. Being a CA does tend to be a lot of responsibility. I know that managed to handle it pretty well with everything, but how do you envision that impacting your role as president?
I'm insanely organized. I don't know if any of you know me, but I have like schedules up the wazoo. So I'm not too worried about keeping the CA life versus the president life different. So
Thank you.
you're welcome.
Hello everyone, my name is Joe Piana. I'm actually newly, as of today, health science major. Yeah, better prove that like, so I'm running to be the class of 2020's vice president. I've served 2 semesters as the class secretary, and I feel like it makes me fit to be the 2020 vice president. That like I have 2 semesters of experience under my belt. I admit that I'm not currently involved too much in the community, on campus right now. And next year, I hope to get involved more. Like I'm hoping to become a peer leader, hoping to possibly get a job on campus. And I think that we have a lot of great things planned, for the class. And thank you.
What do you want to see this percentage work? What do you want to bring to next year to change your work better?
I think that we should, which we're working on right now, is creating a greater connection with the class. We're just getting our feet wet as a board this first semester, or last semester, we weren't really familiar with, the workings of SGA, like what this campus was all about. Like I still don't even know where early lounge was. Like I struggled to find that last night. So, we're still learning. We're still, getting better and we want to bring that forward. Right now it's pretty filled.
Could you explain some of the ideas that you had that were in the class? Is this like your time, size, and
Yeah. So one of the things that we, that worked last week, we got a lot of good back to the table in the freshman dorms, and we know that it's going to be a greater challenge, because next year there are going to be people, living all around. So we still need to, think of more ways like in order, because, we're all going to be spread out, bring everyone together.
do one more question.
Thank you. You mentioned wanting to get more involved on campus next year. What are some ways that you want to do this?
So I want to become a peer leader, and I want to, become employed on campus. I'm not sure yet. I don't know if there are any openings right now. And then I want to join more clubs. As of today, the health science major now. I want to maybe join the health science club. I was with Mega first semester, but I had conflicts with the meetings. So, maybe get involved with that again too. All right. Thank you.
Hello, everyone. So, I remember one of my first weeks coming into SGA. I've been here since day one. Yes, I am a sophomore, you guys don't know that. And I've really loved SGA. It's really been somewhere where I can connect myself with everyone else here. We all have one common goal, and that's to get stuff done on this campus. We all represent ourselves from different clubs, different classes, and I think it's great that we can all come together, come up with events and ideas and policy changes we can make on this campus. As you may know, I am an SGA parliamentarian currently, and it was a big step for me from being a senator for my class freshman year to doing the sophomore year to now making another jump and being president of SGA. I didn't expect this to really happen, but the opportunity arose, and I said, you know what, I can do this. I've been with Dave all this year, I've learned how he's done it, all the pressures he's had, how much of his time commitment, and I think I'm really prepared for this. Thank you guys so much. Come by and vote March 8th.
Do you have any policy and capital improvements that you want to see next year as you're looking at it?
I'm not entirely sure as of right now. I know what we've done generally, Dave this year, especially working here at Lakeview. I kind of want to do something towards freshman land, wasn't that great right now, and I kind of see it improve for next year at least. That's what I want as a goal right now. Right.
You have some pretty big shoes to fill.
Oh, I know.
Dave did a pretty great job this year. How do you plan on, trying to reach to your best potential?
Well, you gotta remember, the first few weeks, I don't expect to be perfect. I've been with Dave this whole year now. I've gotten to see what he's been doing. He has a lot of confidence in me. He thinks I can really fulfill what he wants, what he has done. And I want to continue that this year. That's really what I want to do. I want to lead everyone here to doing the best that we can as an SGA. I don't know all the entire responsibilities right now. I'm going to be telling me in the transition binder, but that's when I find out, and that's when I'll be like, okay, I can do this, I can set up, and I can work with all the pressures that will be coming in. Well,
What other responsibilities are you going to be having next year?
I'm not actually entirely sure as of right now. Thinking about maybe being a peer leader in Derek or
Yes.
Part of the youth clubs, done some things in participants too, still plan to do some in there. It's not major commitments, but I do plan on taking SGA as a priority over everything else. That's what I've done this year so far. It's been doing very well. That's what I keep planning to do.
How will this position affect your status as the second member of gamers?
Well, as you know, in gamers, I'm the least active member, and I will still be the least active member in gamers. That's happening. Thanks for one question.
Too fast? Okay.
Dude.
One more real question.
I was going to say thank you, but okay. Thank you.
What do you feel their biggest challenge will be to getting this position?
I think it comes down to the time management. I have been doing very good time management, but there's a lot of outside things I'm not entirely sure of yet. But I'll be learning about them, and I know I have free time right now, and I can make sure that those priorities can be fixed. Thank you. Next up, SGA Executive Treasurer Holly Edmonds.
Alright, hi guys, so I'm Holly May and I'm running for Executive Treasurer. I am currently the Treasurer of 2019 and I have been for 3 semesters. I've also been a part of the committee that the Treasurer runs for those same semesters. So I feel like that gives me a little bit of inside experience. I can kind of understand how a committee works and what it takes to run it, and also some improvements that I wanted to see on budgets in general, and also how to lead that committee to making sure that we're making critical decisions. We're really analyzing budgets and making sure that we're bringing the most we can to a community, and also have clubs and classes really focus on events that bring out the involvement and that bring a lot of stuff to campus, and also for the clubs to better promote them and their classes. Because we want it to be that they can get as much members as possible, but we also want to make sure that we're giving back to the community in a way. And I also, on campus, I do work at the library and I work at the desk at the tutoring center. I do tutor 2 classes, so I'm an intro to sociology and race and ethnics. I'm a criminal justice major and my minor is in political science and sociology. And I'm also on the rowing team, so go Ravens.
Okay.
but they're taking the budget seriously, not that we don't already, but I think there's a lot of just, oh, we have a budget, okay, that looks nice, let's just approve it. I think we really need to dig into that and make sure that it's going to have the most benefit and it's like constructed the way that it can be on, because the budget is pretty much the backbone of that event. So we have to make sure that that's perfect to make sure that the event goes off as seamless as possible. Yes, Maggie.
How do you feel budgets relate to community involvement?
I think they relate because if you start with a great budget and you have a great plan and it really draws in the interest, then the people will come. Like I know for our class, we talk a lot about at our meetings, okay, like we did an event, how can we bring people? We tried to literally scavenge everything to make sure we were doing an event that hasn't been done before, hasn't been done in a long time, because we really want to boost that involvement. And we talk a lot about that. We talk a lot about making sure that we're voting the way that we want to and what we want to see. So I want to bring that to it as well.
Yeah. So I know you have a lot of things going on that you listed. I personally know how dedicated you are to all of those things. How do you plan on bringing that dedication to this role with all of those things going on?
Well, I know that I take myself like very seriously, and whenever I make a commitment to something, I always make sure that I'm 110% dedicated to that, or if not, I wouldn't choose to do that, because I believe that if you're not putting in your best effort, then it's not worth it, and you're hurting everybody else around you by not having that commitment. So I think commitment, especially for something like executive work, which is a lot of time commitment, you have to be able to put yourself out there and be around everyone. So I know that I can bring that to this solution.
Take a follow-up question. Having been served on the committee with the treasurer, what would be your number one improvement?
Number one improvement? Well, I know I said like analyzing budgets and making sure that we're taking them seriously, but I also love that we did the $600 budgets. I think that's really cool because it gives everyone a little bit like, oh, we can do an event really quickly and we don't have to go through all this, waiting and time and voting, and I think that's really important. So I want to make sure that clubs and classes are really like, yeah, we're taking this and we're using it effectively and to the best way that we can.
Thank you. Next up, the Executive Board Treasurer, Scoville.
Hello, everyone. So I'm running for Executive Board Treasurer here at Pierce. I'm a criminal justice major with minor in sociology. I have a certificate in women's leadership. I'm also a firefighter on campus, and I do play tennis here. In previous years, SGA held a position as treasurer my freshman year. As a sophomore year, I played for a little while, but I did leave to fire one. Currently, I'm class president of 2018. With all the time I've spent in SGA, I've learned to manage my time, my schoolwork, playing tennis, being a firefighter. I think I'm the best candidate for this position due to all the time I've spent in SGA, all the positions I have held, all the people I know on campus. And I want to do this role 100% of my time. I feel that I have the time and I want to do this. I want to take it seriously. I plan on keeping it short because that's just how I am. I'm short and sweet, right to the point. So, but yeah.
Okay, so what changes do you want to bring to the treasury committee?
So the only changes I want to bring, I don't really have any changes. I do want to keep the system on the budget. I want to keep it just as long as I want to keep it just professional and I want to keep budgets serious and so on and so forth. Anyone else? Go ahead.
So you mentioned the $600. You might ask one question. Do you think that helps improve the community as a whole and promote community growth? Or do you think that there's other ways to do that with the budget?
No, absolutely. I think that the system budget is awesome. Like all the classes on, it's great. Like a lot of things we've done in the fall when we did have it, and I thought it had a good outcome. So I want to keep that going. All right, well, still ratings.
Next up, the Executive Board, Secretary Hannah.
Alright, hi guys. So,
just getting that out of the way real quick. All right, so my name is Hannah. I'm a sophomore here and I'm a criminal justice major. As many of you know, as it says on that board right there, originally I intended to run for SGA Executive Board Secretary. However, I'm going to stand up here and I'm going to ask you to write me in as your vote for Executive Board VP next week. It came to my attention earlier this week that no one is running for that. We don't have a candidate on the ballot, and I feel I've been in SGA for 2 years now, 4 semesters. The whole time I've been in SGA, I've been on the Senate Review Committee under 2 different presidents who have taught me so much about what they do. Also, though Senate Review and the Vice President do mostly work with clubs, they do work with classes, but I am also on the e-board for Criminal Justice Club. So I feel like I can definitely connect with different club boards, and that is something I want to bring because I know we do sometimes have clubs fall apart, and I want to avoid that because clubs, don't worry classes, you absolutely contribute to our campus because if we have classes, we wouldn't be a school, but clubs really contribute to the community life here, and that is the most important thing here at Franklin Pierce. So please write me in, Hannah Eldridge, as your vote for Vice President next week.
So Ian, so serving on the VP committee, what would be your number one change?
So I really feel like communication with both clubs and class boards can get really difficult. Maybe some people don't check their email so often, so I really want to be very diligent in communicating so that we don't run into issues and we don't have to review a club or a class or what have you. I want to get ahead of a problem. If a club has a problem or a class has a problem, I want to be able to work that out with them before it detriment.
Okay, so first is a question from Rad actually, and then a follow-up question depending on how that goes. Will she show up on the ballot, secretary or VP?
So the secretary, you have to write her in as VP.
Okay, so my second follow-up question is what happens if the vast majority of people on campus vote you as secretary since they don't vote to write you in as VP? Would you still take it?
Well, I'm going to campaign like heck. I know that I can't campaign in the building with any posters or myself the day of or on the bridge, but I will be walking around campus. I might make a t-shirt for myself. I'm on the running team, so maybe I'll make up a t-shirt or something. But I'm gonna do my best to get out there. I think I'm great at communicating with people, so I'm gonna spread the word. Hopefully you guys will too.
Well, as I assume you know, safeguards come first as the Vice President. What changes, if any, we can make to safeguards?
So I don't know about changes. I think it's an absolutely great program for obvious reasons. It's safe. I've worked on it many times with my class, and unfortunately have had to fill in for people here and there for my club. But again, it goes back to communication. I've seen classes and clubs come through Senate Review and kind of get in a little bit of trouble, for lack of a better term, because they haven't communicated. So it really just goes back to communication, making sure classes, clubs, they know that they have safe rides. They know who is going to be on safe rides, and maybe they have a backup list for who's going to fill in if somebody else can't.
Last question.
Okay, so for rowing, I know that your constants, you kind of lead us when we row and vote. So how do you think that the leadership is there on transition?
Yeah, good question. Well, obviously being on the exec board is a leadership role in itself, but as you said, I am captain for the rowing team, which is kind of like a de facto captain for those of you who don't know. I really feel like I'm good at listening to people and turning it around and doing something about what they told me. So again, communication. Sorry to kill that word. But I really feel like I can be a leader in that role and help maybe new clubs, struggling clubs, and things like that. So I'm looking forward to hopefully taking on that leadership role.
Thank you very much, Anna.
in forensic psychology and music. I work as an information desk attendant and a community service manager, as well as a part of the Club Sisters and an alternative spring break trip leader. I believe that all these experiences have given me the ability to communicate effectively. I am organized, I'm able to multitask within all of these positions, and I would really like to serve at a higher position than a class position. One of the main things that I'd like to focus on as secretary is a lot of community service. I believe that with the amount of people that we have in SGA, that we have the ability to make a larger impact on the community inside and outside of Franklin Pierce, and being a community service manager, I have the ties to be able to do that. So that is one thing that I would like to do. Another thing that maybe I would like to do is make minutes available to the entire school by possibly posting them outside of Marcella Hall, as well as making the minutes for the classes and clubs readily available. Yep.
So as I know, you were meeting at CA last year, and you were very motherly figure to many of your freshmen. I just wanted to know, how do you think that that motherly figure can help in SGA?
Sure, so I think that if people do see me as a motherly figure, I hope that I'm easily able to have people come and talk to me, people would feel comfortable talking to me, expressing their opinions, and I really hope that I'd be able to, if they don't necessarily feel comfortable expressing their opinions to everyone else, kind of be able to do that for them at a certain capacity.
Writing and planning the banquet is also another huge role as the secretary does. So do you have any activities or plans that you want to bring to the banquet next year that hasn't been done in the past?
I don't necessarily have any specific plans as of right now, but as Ryan did state, I was a community assistant, and so I believe that I'm very creative and I'm able to take ideas from other people and make them really big and make them happen. So I think that I'd be able to do that with the SGA banquet. I do not plan on running for any other executive positions on campus as of right now.
Do you think your ties to different organizations and clubs and different things on campus will be represented campus as a whole better than the executive position you're representing campus?
Yeah, definitely. So I have a lot of ties within residential life, within student involvement, student activities, the community service office. So I hope that I'm able to reach out to all of those different areas of campus and bring them in closer with the Student Government Association and work with them.
Last question, Joe.
Do you plan on updating the board of South Marcella?
Yes, I do. I know that it was really difficult this year to do that because I also told Laura myself that I would help her update that board, and I kind of ran out of time with everything else that was going on. So, but I do plan on helping with that.
Thank you very much. So, guys, thank you so much for amazing speeches. Dave, you have something to say? You get to adjourn too, by the way, that's
I'll take some announcements real quick before we adjourn. So, thank you.
My committee will be meeting tonight in our regular room.
Any other announcements before we leave? I do have one committee. We are going to meet in the Alarm Lounge directly after the meeting. That'd be great. Otherwise, thank you guys so much for attending tonight. It's been a great night. Good luck to everyone in elections. I adjourn this meeting.